What's going on, man? Forward Fabo, man. BigBossFabo back again with a video for the channel. I'm doing another scary TikTok or creepy TikToks that keep me up at night. Reaction, man. Number 2. Shout out to Little Dry. At this point, who knows? Yeah. But yeah. I've been doing a few of these reactions, man. Trying to gain some momentum, trying to gain some steam. So peace, love to everybody out there rocking with the channel, man. Let's go ahead and hop into the video.
Normal looking photos that have a disturbing backstory, part 27. This photo shows an elderly couple doing the hokey pokey with a man named Dennis Rader, also known as the BTK Killer. He installed alarms for a living, and ironically many clients booked his services to prevent him from entering their homes. This photo shows Luchadora Juana Barraza. She was sold to a man for 3 beers by her mother until her stepdad found her at age 17. Over the years that followed, she would strangle and rob over 45 old women that reminded her of her abusive mom. The man in the background is Christopher Wilde, aka the Beauty Queen Killer. This picture was taken on June 15th, 1984, and Chris is scouting future victims at a beauty pageant. This photo shows John Edward Robinson holding a baby girl named Tiffany. This picture was taken on June 15th, 1984, and Chris is scouting future victims at this mom. The man in the background,
This guy, he's a weirdo. What's he doing?
is Christopher Wilde, aka the Beauty Queen Killer. This picture was taken on June 15th, 1984, and Chris is scouting future victims at a beauty pageant. This photo shows John Edward Robinson holding a baby girl named Tiffany. Just 1 day before this photo was taken, he murdered the baby's mother and gave Tiffany to his brother, saying that she was adopted. His brother, along with Tiffany, didn't find out the truth for 15 years.
What a dick.
True scary stories in 60 seconds or less. This story comes from a Reddit user about the night that changed her life forever. In a rare occurrence, this girl's whole family was going out for the night. Her mother was going out, her sister wasn't coming home, she had the entire house to herself. So she just decided to curl up in her bedroom, have a cozy night in, and watch a Netflix series. But not even 30 minutes in, she suddenly heard noises coming from downstairs in her kitchen. The faint sound of an unknown man laughing to himself from downstairs. She was paralyzed with fear because she remembered she left her cell phone on the downstairs counter, but she also knew if she emailed 911, eventually somebody would come. She waited for 7 agonizing minutes until police eventually come, and there is an eruption of screams and wrestling from the kitchen. When they found her and brought her downstairs, she was told to close her eyes, as she later learned in horror that the man who had been in her kitchen had her mother spread out on the floor in pieces.
This is the scary story about the Peephole. A 15-year-old girl named Donna lived with her father in a very small house. Ever since her mother died, Donna had depended on her dad for everything. One morning, Donna's father was leaving for a business trip. He then told her that he won't be back until later that night, and with that, he kissed Donna on the forehead and left. Later that day, when Donna came home from school, she did some homework and watched TV. The clock then struck midnight, and she noticed her father still wasn't back, so she decided to go to bed. That night, Donna had a dream. She found herself standing on the edge of a busy highway. She then looked across the highway and saw a familiar figure standing there. It was her father, and his hands were cupped around his mouth trying to yell something. But Donna couldn't make out what he was saying. She noticed her father's eyes were very sad, and he seemed to be desperately trying to communicate with her. She could barely make out the words he was saying, but it sounded like "don't open the door." Suddenly, Donna woke up to a tapping noise. Then somebody rang the doorbell. Donna then scrambled out of bed, got dressed, and ran down to the front door. Looking through the peephole, she saw her father's face outside. He was staring right at her, and the doorbell was still ringing. "Okay, hold on, I'm coming," she shouted. She pulled back the deadbolt and was about to unlatch the door when she stopped. She then looked through the peephole again, and she noticed there was something off about her father's expression. His eyes were wide open, and he looked terrified. She then slid the deadbolt back into place. "Dad, did you forget your keys?" Donna yelled. The doorbell just kept ringing. "Dad, answer me." Still, the doorbell continued to ring. "Dad, please, I need you to answer me. Is there someone else out there with you?" Still, the doorknob continued to ring. She then yelled at the top of her lungs, "I'm not opening the door until you answer me." The doorbell kept ringing and ringing, but for some reason, Her father refused to answer her desperate cries. For the rest of the night, Donna sat in the corner next to the door, crying and helplessly listening to the doorbell ringing over and over again. She then eventually fell asleep. In the morning when she woke up, she noticed it was very quiet. She then got up and went over to the peephole and looked inside. Her father was still there, just staring at her. She then cautiously opened the door and was confronted with a sight that filled her with unimaginable horror. Her father's severed head was hanging from a nail above the door, and there was a note attached to the doorbell. In weird sloppy handwriting, it read, "Clever girl."
Creepy facts you never knew
That was a
existed.
lot.
14. In the
That whole story was just a lot, bro. It was a lot to process. So basically, I guess the dad's head was nailed to the door the whole time.
original story of Pinocchio. Pinocchio murdered Hermione Cricket by throwing a hammer at him.
Anyways.
Have you heard the urban legend of Carmen Winstead? Disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, this video is for entertainment purposes only. If you get scared easily, you might want to click off this video. This story goes way back. Before there were creepypastas, there was something called chain mail, where you would be emailed these scary stories, and if you didn't send them to 15 other people, something bad would happen to you. And the most popular chainmail scary story was that of Carmen Winstead. There was a girl named Carmen who moved to a new school and didn't have many friends, but eventually she found a friend group of 5 girls. They all became best friends until Carmen realized that the girls were talking about her behind her back. Not only were they talking about her, but they were also spreading rumors about her, saying that she wipes snot on people and that she lives in the underground sewer system. Little did these girls know that their bullying would have the worst consequences ever. Part 2 is posted now.
Appreciate you. Thanks.
This is part 2 of Carmen Winstead. One day at school, Carmen had decided that the bullying had gone way too far, and she was going to tell a teacher. Only in the middle of the school day, before she could tell a teacher about the bullying, they had a fire drill and all had to line up outside. Carmen and the other girls were standing by a sewage opening. The girls decided that it would be funny if they ganged up on Carmen enough to where she backed up and fell into the sewer opening. And that's exactly what happened. Carmen had hit the floor of the sewer. Let's just say Carmen didn't make it, and she suffered serious injuries while her face hit the ladder on the way down. After this incident, all of the girls had to stay after school that day and tell police what happened. Only they denied the truth and insisted that Carmen had simply fallen. Carmen's passing was ruled as an accident and the case was closed. Only Carmen wanted revenge. Part 3 is posted. This is part 3, the ending to Carmen Winstead. The months had passed, and to the students at Carmen's high school, she had become only but a faint memory at this point. Until every single student at Carmen's high school began receiving very strange MySpace messages. The MySpace messages claimed that Carmen's passing was not an accident and that somebody pushed her. The sender of these messages also claimed that whoever it was that pushed Carmen had an allotted amount of time to turn themselves in, or else they would suffer the consequences. Whatever the consequences may be. Well, time went on, and the girls who forced Carmen down the sewer did not come forward, and one by one, they were all found deceased in a sewer, and Carmen had gotten her revenge. They used to tell us when I was in school that if we didn't email this to 15 other people, that we would end up in a sewer, but I never did.
She said that ain't happened to me.
Terrifying moments caught on planes. All the passengers on this flight were terrified because of this. This flight assistant was inspecting a plane at night when he notices something horrifying.
No, mommy.
This passenger was recording the sky from the plane when suddenly,
Okay, what is that? Holy crap!
911, what is the address to your emergency?
4th Street Laundromat.
What's the problem?
I've been exhausted.
But you're at the laundromat?
No, I'm in the bedroom with them.
You don't know what color the house is?
No. Please hurry.
A weapon?
He's got a taser.
Are you injured?
A little.
Any way you can get out of the building?
This lady.
I don't know without waking him, and I'm scared.
Is there a bathroom in the house?
Well, his bedroom is closed, and he made it so it would make noise.
And if you told him he had to go to the bathroom, he would do something to you?
Yeah, because he had me tied up.
So are you tied up now?
Well, yeah, but I kind of freed myself. Oh, that woke him up.
Dang. Hopefully she got out A-okay.
These are things that shouldn't be scary but are, part 5. Okay, so we all love the ocean. And we are used to everything about it. From the colors all the way to the smell. But what I'm about to show you might be the scariest ocean in the world. They call this the blood ocean because the water and sand literally look like blood.
Dang.
This is the disturbing truth about the movie Frozen. Okay, so when Walt Disney passed away, it was rumored that his body was cryogenically frozen and was hidden underneath the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. Disney has always been obsessed with cryogenics and was very confident that in the future, when the technology advances, his consciousness could be reawakened and he could experience the future. It's alleged that somebody who was working at the park leaked a photo of Walt Disney's body frozen. And to make it all go away, Disney made the movie Frozen to completely change Google's search algorithm so that users who were searching the words Disney and Frozen would come across the movie and all the songs in it instead of Walt Disney's frozen body.
Dang. That's the ultimate finesse.
Scary moments caught inside taxis. In this video, taken from a CCTV camera, people can be seen hailing taxicabs. One man hails a cab, but when the cab pulls up and the man starts to walk towards the car, a shadow appears behind him. The shadow follows the man as he gets in the cab, and disappears into the cab with him.
These are Ator.
Bro, y'all noticing like all the Asian countries, like, bruh, they've always got the weirdest type of, like, you know, paranormal horror stories and stuff like that. That's where all the stuff like The Grudge and all these weird stories come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why they always got creepy ghost stories, bro.
Facts that will probably keep you up at night. One of your photos that you have today will be used in your funeral. There are more slaves today than any other time in history. According to the founder of the Walk Free Foundation, there are 46 million slaves in the world today. Your eyes can still move after your death for 15 to 30 seconds. Watching TV for more than 2 hours a day can shorten your life expectancy by 1.4 years. In 1977, we received a radio signal from space that lasted 42 seconds. To this day, no one knows where that signal came from. A lit candle causes more than 15,000 house fires every year. Spider rain could happen at any moment above you. Bill Skarsgård, who played Pennywise in the 2017 version of It, was born in 1990, the year the original It was released. Yeah.
Okay. That was kind of a stretch, bro. That was a reach, brother. That was kind of a reach, man. Let me know y'all's thoughts on that one. That one was kind of different compared to the previous 3 I've done. You know, creepy TikToks that keep me up at night. This one was a little bit more like theory-based and story-based versus just straight evil, demonic, you know what I'm saying? Like weird, paranormal type of stuff. So, I don't know. Let me know y'all's thoughts on that one in the comment section below, man. Check out the playlist page, my TikTok playlist. Comment down below other videos y'all want to see. Peace, love, prosperity. We'll catch you guys next time, man. We out. God bless.